Hey guys, welcome back to the next AFL Dynasty channel. Today I'll be doing a little bit of a different video. I will be basically giving my thoughts about what North Melbourne are going to be like next season with Alistair Clarkson returning to North Melbourne. It is confirmed that he is going to be the coach of North Melbourne on a 5-year contract. So yeah, let's give my thoughts about North Melbourne this season. So I reckon North will be a average side. I don't think they're gonna get too many wins. I don't think Clarkson's gonna really, bring the Roos up the ladder too much. I don't think we're gonna see much of a rise in them, but it is certainly a great recruit and a great start to next season by getting Alistair Clarkson signed. I thought David Noble did a decent job. His last game against Collingwood was very, very good, and I definitely thought Lee Adams did a great job as well as a step in. But North Melbourne, they just haven't been good, and you can never really see, that real extra effort. Like you only see it from a couple of players like Jed Anderson and Luke Davies-Juviak just to lay that extra tackle. And well, Nick Larkey always has a bag of goals. Same with Cam Zerha. And then you got defenders like Ben Mackay and Aiden Core actually trying. Same goes with Lockie Young, but lots of North players just haven't been trying, and you just don't really see it from their players. You'd want to see more from Goldstein next season, seeming to be a 300 gamer if he decides to stay at the club. I'll talk about some recruits they should try and go for. I definitely think North Melbourne should be trying to go after a lot of players this season. And maybe even some draft picks as well. We all know that Will Ashcroft could be nominating for a father-son pick to Brisbane, which means they may not actually get the no one pick, but they'll still get a highly rated pick. Some traded players I reckon they should probably target. Obviously, they can't go after Carl Amon anymore. He's requested a trade to Hawthorn, so he will not be available. But I reckon the number one job for Alistair Clarkson, the first job in the trade period, is to keep Cam Zerha. You need to keep, your Lee Davies-Juviak, your Todd Goldstein, your Jed Anderson, your Ben Cunnington. Great to hear that he signed a contract, so that's one off the list. We also want to keep your Nick Larkey and Cam Zerha on the forward line. Certainly need to keep Cam Zerha. That's going to be the first job, making sure Essendon do not pick him up. Another one they could definitely go after is Liam Shields, big-bodied ball midfielder. He's been at the Hawks all his career. Alistair Clarkson coached him for a lot of years, and I hear that he wants to go for North Melbourne now. Priority of choice now. That Alistair Clarkson's been confirmed the coach. Also another one that they could also try and go after, and there is some talk about it, is Bradley Hill from St Kilda. We know he doesn't really enjoy life at the Saints, and with a good coach heading to North, he may actually be a good one to go for. We all know they've got a lot of recruits in recent seasons. They just haven't really been good. The only two that have really been good, in my opinion, is Aiden Core coming over from the Giants. That was definitely a handy pickup. And the other one is a bit of a controversial one, Jaden Stevenson. He's been quite good this season as a defender mid. He can go forward as well. We certainly saw that when he was at Collingwood. But yeah, they need a good start for the season. So I have North finishing about 16th to 17th. I reckon it'll be a bottom four finish. But I don't think they're going to come last. I don't think they're going to be that hopeless, the Kangaroos. But I certainly don't think they're going to do too good next year. But they'll get those wins. 5 wins. I reckon they'll probably get around that. But yeah. I suppose we should probably talk about what picks North Melbourne have. I'm not 100% sure myself, but they do have some picks that they definitely should go after. We saw the other day that the assistant coach from North Melbourne did leave the club, and a little bit of a sad sight to hear. But I mean, you can't really do much about that. Yeah, assistant coaches Heath Yenny and Anthony Rocker left the club. Yeah, not the great um, sight you want to see there for North, but yeah, hopefully they can find good replacements. Yeah, I'm not too sure if they're going to find replacements, straight away, but they may be able to find some decent replacements. They certainly are a good side when they play good North. The only games we've really seen them play well at was Richmond. They played well against Collingwood. Um, of course, they played well against Sydney, and well, I mean, they played well, I guess, but not too well against um, West Coast. I mean, you probably should have won by more. Fielding a waffle side West Coast, they definitely should have won that more 100% North. But Alistair Clarkson is definitely a good start for North. That's exactly what we wanted to see them get. That's definitely probably the best they have done so far. They definitely do need to get all the picks in soon though, North. A couple other players I think they should probably try and target through the trade period is Josh Dunkley from the Western Bulldogs. Obviously, it's probably not going to happen, nearly certain to not happen, but I still think they should try and go after him. He is a good player, and well, we can clearly see that. Had a breakout season this season for the Dogs. A bit unlucky not to be nominated for All Australian, but still a very, very good player. They should really be trying to go after though. Like, just think about it. You got Josh Dunkley in the middle with Jed Anderson. Yeah, just Ben Cunnington if he can stay fit. Luke Davies-Zuviak. It's gonna be great. Like, it's just perfect. Like, it's exactly what you want to see from North. Their midfield getting certainly bigger. We know what we're probably gonna see. Um, we know what we're probably going to see from Jason Horne-Francis. He'll probably leave the club. He's not expected to stay. But I reckon that they're actually going to keep him, North. In my opinion, I reckon they're going to keep him. I reckon Clarkson will keep him. But I know he certainly is on the chopping blocks. Yeah, let's talk about North Melbourne's picks now. They have pick 1. They also have pick 55. Wow, that's a very, 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 very long way down. Pick 1 and pick 25 is what they have at the moment. 55, that's what they have at the moment. Geez, yeah, they really need to get some more picks. They got pick 66 as well. So I think that's 3 picks. That's outrageous. They've got 3 picks North. They need to get some more picks, I reckon. I reckon they need to get rid of some players. Maybe get some more picks because that's just not enough players for a rebuild. Like 3 players coming in, what's that gonna do? That's not very good. Talk about some possible delistings. I mean, I can see it happening, but I don't think it will happen. But Jared Polec could be delisted. He's got to be careful. Polec, he just hasn't been good for North. But he is definitely a possible delisting. I guess so is Tarrant Thomas. I don't think they're going to delist him, but his season's been a bit iffy as well. Kane Turner could be delisted. You never know there. He definitely could be delisted. Patrick Walker, haven't really seen him. He could be delisted. Eddie Ford, maybe. Matt McGuinness, haven't seen them at all. And that's probably it for North. All their delistings. They've got to keep Aaron Hall as well. I think Aaron Hall might be on the move, maybe. But they're in a rubbish position. North have got to get better. Yeah, that's really the video. Basically, just explaining where I think they'll finish. At this rate, for my predictions next year, I have them coming 17th, North Melbourne. Just a 1-spot climb. Not too big of a climb. I certainly don't think that they'll be climbing much. because Clarkson's is going to be in a very, very tough position with North, but it's good to see him back in North colours. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It wasn't that long of a video, just a quick little summary of what I think of North next season. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for my finals predictions that will be coming out in a couple of days' time. But until then, I'll see you guys later.